The president's allies are feeling vindicated following the release of the special counsel's findings, and now they're looking to investigate what they say were abuses at the highest levels of government. One America's John Hines caught up with Corey Lewandowski at the Trump International Hotel in Washington, D.C. to get his take on what comes next.
Well, there's a couple important factors. Number one, the Mueller report completely vindicated the president that there was no collusion. That's very, very clear. We also know that there was no obstruction. Bob Mueller made the Deputy Attorney General and the Attorney General, he made a recommendation. He said, you guys make the final call. They did. They said there was no obstruction. But moreover, what is coming soon, in probably the next 60 to 90 days, is going to be the next Inspector General's report, which is Michael Horowitz. He's going to release a report that's going to investigate the Department of Justice and the potential crimes that transpired there. We know right now that Andrew McCabe, the former Deputy Director of the FBI, has a criminal referral at the Department of Justice. I believe when Horowitz releases his report, it's going to say that Jim Comey and Peter Strzok and Lisa Page and James Baker and likely Bruce Orr also will have criminal referrals for the crimes they committed against both the Trump campaign and the American people.
Why is it the Democrats seem to be prolonging this? I know the Judiciary Committee wants to issue a subpoena to get the whole report out unredacted. Your thoughts?
Well, look, we want the whole report out, but the fact is there are portions of this report which you cannot legally disclose to the public. It's called grand jury testimony, grand jury information. It is standard operating procedure that information can't be released. But let's be very clear. I want the president to release as much of the Mueller report as possible, but I also want him to release the Pfizer application that was signed by the members of the Department of Justice that opened this investigation to spy on Americans on domestic soil. I want the president to release Bruce Orr's 302s, those conversations that he had with the FBI following the creation of the dossier. So if we're going to open up everything, let's not be selective. Let's give full transparency. Let's put sunlight on the whole thing, and let's get to the bottom of what and how this whole investigation began.
And I know you speak to the president from time to time. I don't want you to get any details, but could you characterize his attitude right now with this coming out, with going forward right now? It seems like it's at a demarcation point with regard to the campaign. What is his attitude right now?
Well, look, I spent Thursday traveling with the president. I was with them on Air Force One to Grand Rapids, Michigan, where we had a huge rally. And clearly, the president feels 100% vindicated. And I don't speak for the president, but I do speak to him. I think the president wants to make sure that we are investigating the investigators. We're going to go and find out why this transpired, how this began, to make sure that no person who's ever running for office again has the same thing happen to him. Because if Donald Trump would have lost the election, we wouldn't even know about this. So it doesn't matter if you're a Republican or Democrat. Let's get to the root cause. Let's find out why this started. Let's find out who in the government administration previously authorized this. Did it go from Susan Rice? Was it Ben Rhodes? Was it Barack Obama? Let's find out where that came from, and let's hold those people accountable so nobody ever has to go through what this president went through.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One America News on YouTube, and call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.